Hello and welcome to what's going to be probably a bit of a quick one because I need to get to bed, get work tomorrow. Um, huh. um, this is the last three episodes of Tales of the Empire. Finally reveal what happened to Barriss Offee. People assessing my kind of reaction to the trailer. I had speculated for a long time before it was, I think, confirmed it wasn't the case that the second sister was Barriss Offee because they're both they're both um Morellan. It seemed a coincidence that there'd be two Morellan Jedi with suspicious fates tied to the dark side who already had become disillusioned with the Jedi, who both become Inquisitors. Turns out, not much of a coincidence. It's exactly what happened. Um, the entire time, though, Barriss seems to not really embrace the whole idea. The episode the show's inconsistent. Maybe by design, the execution's a bit wobbly. When she's first picked up, she seems very kind of hasn't clocked on to the fact. It's weird. None of them seem clocked on to the fact that they're being recruited for isn't obviously an evil organization. Maybe that's a meta understanding from our part because obviously we know the Empire is evil and it's coded heavily as evil, but obviously when you're existing in the universe, well, things in real life aren't black and white evil. And a lot of Imperial, we said in the beginning in the video yesterday, a lot of Imperial kind of control comes from very good brainwashing and propaganda and misconception. So maybe they joined and I mean, and actually, to I just have to play around a bit. Like when they're recruiting Barriss Offee and other Jedi, they're not doing massive grand um shows of evilness. They're like, we're here now to keep peace in the Empire and keep it secure and keep it safe. The same kind of normal propaganda stuff. And you could see how someone could swallow it up, but then they also make you fight to the death or threaten your life if you don't join their ranks. And so you kind of think, well, that would put you in a bit of a wobble. I was a bit unsure where Barriss stood. I kind of remind myself of what her stance was when she was arrested, and I guess reading about what she ended up doing and how willing she was to kill innocent people in a terrorist attack, like a statement, and the fact that she hated the Republic and the Empire. I think the idea that something could be being like we're a more secure version of the Republic that she looked out people would probably appeal to her. And clearly enough that she goes on in the first episode basically being pulled around, provoked into like using her anger to save her life, and got an Inquisitor, and then killing that other Jedi. I think that's fairly consistent with her character, but she seems to like have become quite soft by the next episode, or is more established to be a bit more soft. She goes around generally like as if she's as a peacekeeping force, not an enforcer. She's speaking to children, being like, where's the Jedi and things like that. And she seems outraged for acts of violence, and I kind of want to know. And this is presumably not like straight afterwards. There is some time where she's able to convince people that she is a loyal Inquisitorius. So does she do any dark stuff during that time, or is she always kind of very soft on the idea of fascism? And that was just the thing where she's like, no, actually, this isn't for me. So that happens to Star Wars a whole bunch. We see people who like join as like stormtroopers or pilots and then quit. But I still think it's something different with being part of the Inquisitors. Um, Nonetheless, that essentially happens. The fourth sister, who we first saw in Obi-Wan Kenobi, returns and has a closer connection to Barriss, and they end up becoming kind of work partners. But Barriss eventually like betrays the cause and like decides that she's no longer wants to be part of it and save a Jedi's life. Um, I think the fight sequences are quite good. I like the way that Barriss uses her mobility, and once the Jedi gets tired, she's able to just like defensively avoid all the attacks. And that was nicely choreographed. And Flick and Nelson running towards an end. And then the next episode is actually set about 10 to 20 years later for the Battle of Yavin. Where the fourth sister comes back to a planet, tracks down Barriss where she's trying to find a force sensitive child, and Barriss basically is like, "Nah, you're actually good. You want to be good. You want to get out." And it's kind of nice that she traps her in a cave, and the fourth is all about, "I don't know how to get out. I don't think you can get out." And she's like, "No, you can." And she's talking about the Empire rather than the cave. So it's suggested that the fourth sister had her doubts all along, but that's never actually seen. It's more told to us. Still, all in all, I think this where Barriss, I thought she died, but apparently Wikipedia seems to suggest that she might be still alive. I guess she could be. Where Barriss can end up, I think we're seeing snaps of her life rather than any develop. I think the problem with this show is we're seeing snaps from people's lives, but not the development. We don't really get this idea of why sorry of why Lynn, the fourth sister, would quit so easily, kind of deal. But it might be that she had doubts during this time. We see kind of snapshots of where Barriss is when she joins, and then where she's as an Inquisitor. It's a shame we don't get to see more of her as an Inquisitor, and she wasn't even that aggressive as an Inquisitor. Um, what was I gonna say? But still, where she ends up, I think it makes sense that she would end up there of all places, serving someone to leave the dark side and kind of becoming a neutral figure. It's never explained who her friend is. It's possible that's to do with the hidden path. Um, oh god, what else? No, my brain's potatoes mush. I think if I can imagine where these social ties get back, I see an arc happening, if that makes sense. I'm like, okay, well that makes sense. That's where Barriss ended up in this situation or in this situation. Um, like as in I can work out Barriss would probably initially go to the Empire and then jump away from it when she realizes how murder happy they are, and then goes to like help people, but also in an isolatory situation. So she's not supporting the Republic or anything like that, but she's just kind of keeping to herself, and she wants to kind of save everyone from being at the value part of something bigger. Okay, I'm clearly not doing very well here, so thanks for tuning in, and I'm going to bed. Thank you.